Awesome. Let's go. What's going on?
Let's
guys?
go.
Back
Let's
to
hear it.
Not So Pro. Guys, what a week. This has been a crazy week. There's a lot of great games. There's a lot of surprising games that came out. Like the outcome of certain games where you're just like, whoa, did that really just happen? But what a great week for football. I think Reed's the only guy who's celebrating that his team won out of all of us here. We had it was pretty rough, but we got through it. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know about y'all's teams, but I'm not mad. A little disappointed, play could have been a lot better. But it was 17-0 at one point, and Niners came back and could have finished it off. And I get bothered because you know me. I watch ESPN and I watch NFL Network all the time, and they're like, "Oh, the Niners gave him too much time." Yeah, that's freaking obvious. I mean, you don't need to be an announcer to know that. They're like, "Oh, what the Packers did, that's textbook." No, that's not textbook. For Aaron Rodgers, yeah, it is, but for everyone else, probably not.
That's just greatness. That's just greatness.
Ben is excited. He says, "Let's go!" And he put, "How about them brownies?" Oh man, that's a game I really want to get into. I really want to dissect that game because there's a lot to take away from it, and there's a lot of disappointment there too. I hope you Bears fans are just freaking excited about having Justin Fields on there. But let's see. Live stream. Don't click on that link, guys. No one click on that. It's just what it is. Awesome. So let's get into it, guys. What did you guys take away from this past week?
Heartbreaking
against in that game. I guess we'll get into the games then because it's going to be pretty fun, pretty exciting. You had the Saints and Patriots. Okay.
Well, AJ.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that was super insane that happened this week before we talk about every game.
All right, go right ahead.
And that's Justin Tucker.
Justin Tuck, take it away, Vince.
Dude, if you guys didn't watch that game, it was down to the wire. I think they were facing Detroit Lions, and it was, I think, 16-17. They had the ball. Help me out here, Reed, like on the 40.
It was close to the 50, basically in the middle of the field.
Super close to the 50, right? 66-yard field goal attempt. Nobody has hit from that far. It was a new NFL record, and it bounced off the bottom crossbar and it bounced in. It was insane.
That is insane. Is he the new GOAT of all kickers in the NFL? Yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
A lot of respect there. Hey, man, it's not easy being a kicker out in the NFL, and those guys are athletes. I don't care what anyone says. They're there for a reason. But yeah, also in other news in the NFL, I guess since we're talking about news here, if you guys, for those Chiefs fans out there, y'all's head coach did come back from the hospital. He's okay. He just felt a little dehydrated, a little worried, so he made a quick trip to the hospital. But good thing that everything is okay, and he should be out there in the practice field to rip some whats. And also in other news, Josh Gordon, he's back. And he's back with who? The Kansas City Chiefs. Come on, is that a good move?
That's kind of like just adds depth and speed, more speed.
More speed for who? I mean, what else do you want? Is it because Antonio Brown's sick? Is it because Tyreek Hill is not producing? What is it? What is it about? I mean, that team is
just more depth. I mean, he's still Gordon. I feel like he's just never aged. I still think he's a pretty good guy.
Well, how can you say that? He's never played.
Well, he played a few 2 years ago with the Patriots. I think he did pretty good.
Yeah, he played.
Here and there.
He's a true talent, no doubt about that,
Yeah.
right? But we really haven't seen. I don't think he's ever completed a full season ever.
Other than
But you
his
know
first
what?
year, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe his first year with the Browns, right? But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't know. I don't think so. But I mean, let's see how it works out. That guy is a freak of nature. He is really talented, truly athletic. So great wide receiver
Hmm.
for the Kansas City Chiefs. I haven't got into. I don't think they released all the contract details just yet, so I can't dissect that. But I'm guessing they got him for real cheap. So
Yeah.
it's a
I bet he has
win-win.
some vacation time soon in the back half of the season.
That's enough, Reed. That's enough.
Just saying, man.
All right, let's start off. Let's kick it off. Week 3, guys. We got the Panthers versus Texans. The Panthers are 3-0. They beat the Texans 24-9. Are these guys that good, or are they just been playing teams that are that bad? We're bringing it back. We are bringing that back.
I'm not gonna go first.
They said the last 2 times, right? The last time the Panthers went 3-0, they went to the Super Bowl. They started 3-0. They went to the Super Bowl. Are we going to see the
That,
Panthers in the Super Bowl?
that was a very different team.
That was a very different team with a very, very different quarterback.
Mhm.
Everything. That was a whole. You know what?
Superman.
Sam Darnold. I congratulate you. I had high hopes for you in the preseason, and I'm glad you're doing well. But really, I haven't seen next week's schedule. I don't know who they're going up against next
The
week.
Cowboys.
The boys. Okay,
That's
so
gonna
that's
be a
going to be
tough
a
one.
real test. That's going to be a huge test. Even though the Cowboys have 5 defensive linemen out, they still have a pretty decent defense out there. So let's see if Sam Darnold's a real deal.
Mhm.
It kind of sucks. It's kind of disrespectful that we're still asking, not just us, but everyone, is Sam Darnold that guy for the Panthers? Are they that team? I mean, I don't know. We'll see how they hold up without Christian McCaffrey.
I think another good question from that game is David Mills replacing Watson. Is Watson officially out? Are you gonna take a chance at this new kid?
All that was said is that Watson will not be activated for the Week 3 game. That's all they said. That's all they will announce, because of course that situation is very delicate. But I mean, I won't be surprised if they start really pushing for a trade again, or they start, practicing him. You're going to see in the headlines, Deshaun Watson was practicing the other day. But Davis Mills, I wasn't disappointed with his play. I mean, he didn't have any protection whatsoever, and I thought it was horrible until I saw the Browns and Jaguars game, or even the Steelers and Bengals game. But we'll get into that right now. So yeah, hopefully the Panthers can keep up. What do you guys think?
We'll find out, but I don't think they're legit.
Yeah,
You
I'd
don't
say
think
I think they played bad teams. I
They played bad teams. Okay, speaking of bad teams, go ahead, Vince. You want to put your input?
I was just gonna say I think they're good, but the real test is gonna happen right now next week against the Cowboys without Christian McCaffrey.
Nice. All right. Next game, we got the Cardinals and Jaguars. The Cardinals beat the Jaguars 31-19. The Jags, the question is, are the Jaguars that bad? And the answer is yes, they are that bad. They just traded for a decent tight end and a 3rd-round pick, and they gave away a 1st-round draft pick corner that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Urban Meyer, welcome to the NFL, man. He did make it a point to talk to the coach. I think last week he said, "Wow, it's like playing Alabama every week." Well, dude, this is the NFL, man. Come
Yeah.
This is the
on,
best of the best.
this is the best of the best. I don't care if you got the best quarterback in the draft, whatever they're saying. This is a whole new deal.
It could be honestly going a lot worse. At least his team is putting up points, and they're trying to play and put their heart out there. They're just not that team yet. It could be a lot worse for him if I'm being honest.
They could be, and they have a lot of money inside that cap room right there. Now they're getting more draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's stirring something up inside that head of his that he has a bigger plan. Now the Cardinals, they're looking scarier and scarier. I see them using AJ Green a little bit more, so it's pretty nice seeing him. Well, not as a NFC West standpoint, but it's nice seeing him as a football fan come back out. Cardinals fans, I don't think y'all exist, but Good job out there. Next one, another game we should be worried about. We got the Washington football team against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills killed them 43-21. Washington, I did this all preseason. Where's your defense? Your defense is gone. It is not there right now. Like, that is scary. Definitely scary. But that's very disappointing. Bills, there's a lot to take away from that. A lot of fantasy players on that team, but who is not a good fantasy pickup for that team? Vince.
All right, man. I know everybody here is in a fantasy league with me. Two of y'all are in another one with me, and I just traded away Stephon Diggs. And I think that was the best move I ever made this season so far. So far, he's not the number one receiver like he was last year. I don't know if it's because they're double covering him. I haven't really been watching the games. I don't know if Josh Allen has taken a step down, like Gabe thinks he's not worth it. But he put up a lot of points this past game. I think Josh Allen had 31
Oh
points.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he was insane. So I don't think it's Josh Allen. I think they had a couple of bad weeks in week 1 and week 2, but they really showed who they are in week 3. And I think Cole Beasley's great. Stephon Diggs is decent. He's still getting touches, but he's not getting as many as he used to, and he's not breaking away like he used to last year. Singletary is very good. I think this week he had a pretty bad week.
Yes, he did.
But he's still a factor. I know they were just slinging the ball out there. I know they have another receiver. I can't put my tongue on his name right now, but
I'll help you out right there. You got Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, the guy you love, AJ.
I love you, man. I do.
Yeah, and he's
Appreciate his
been
game.
showing out lately too. I know week 2 he got a lot more touches than he did in week 1, and this past week he got a lot more than he did in week 2. So he's coming up and he's becoming a presence for them. Another guy to talk about is Knox, their tight end. He's legit. That guy is making acrobatic catches. He's toe tapping in the end zone. He's a guy to watch for, and if he's on your waiver wire, pick him up. But yeah, the Bills are scary. Even though they haven't shown it week 1, week 2, they showed it in week 3. So get ready.
And hey, guys, if you guys want more fantasy talk, we do our fantasy talk on Thursdays now. Okay, so we're going to have a video coming out Thursday. We're going to give you all of our fantasy advice. I mean, we got a lot. Even though you guys might think, oh, players are set, these players are going to do good, these players are bad, there's actually a lot of sleepers on there, and we have the answers. And if you guys are here right now and you guys want the answers right now to get ahead of the game, ask us the question. We will answer it right here live. We have the answers here for you when it comes to tight ends, quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, your flex, your kickers, your defense, whatever you need. NSP got you. All right, next game. We got the Saints and Patriots. Saints 28, Pats 13. Now, really, I think it's week to week to see what type of Winston or what Winston we are getting. Like, I mean, there was one play where I saw where he prayed to the Lord and just tossed it up in the air, and by luck, and you guys know I don't believe in luck, but by luck, his receiver caught it, and they asked him about it. He said, "Yeah, I gotta thank the big man for that one. I mean, he literally he's thanking the Lord for that pass. It pretty much saved his job for another week, basically." But
Yeah,
Gabe, what is your takeaway on that game?
That was really heartbreaking. You know, I said in the beginning of the season, the Patriots really have to win a lot of these early season games to keep up with the Bills. Now that the Bills are starting to turn and run, the Bills do have a disadvantage at starting slow, but in the second half they go and they kick butt. There's no, I could go on and say how much I hate the Bills, but they have a good team. But this is a dagger to the heart because, like I said, we have to win these early games because at the end of the season, we play the Bills week 15 and 17, and that could definitely do something for us to make a wild card or even just give us a chance at something. So this one was a big dagger. We should have played. The defense should have played better. I told Vince this the other day. I think I told all of y'all, the defense had to play lights out these next few games. When we play the Texans, when we play the Bucks, when we play the Cowboys, when we play the Chargers, that is tough. That is not easy, especially at a QB with Mac Jones, not Not that he's bad or anything. He's rookie QB. Rookie QBs happens. It is what it is. But like I said, we need to win those games. That's one game I wish we had back and we could go back and critique ourselves. But that was a dagger to the heart right there. But I'm still faithful. Sunday night against the Patriots, the old man returns and the prodigy son, Mac Jones. So it's going to be an interesting game. I still have faith no matter what, and it's going to be great.
Okay. I want to put a number right there. I was looking at Reed the whole time, and I love his facial expressions. Reed, now when he said the next Sunday night game, huge, Sunday night games are the game. When he said
Yeah.
that the Prodigy Son's coming back to Foxborough, you made this face.
No, Mac Jones is the
I
prodigy.
Oh well, Tom Brady, the All American is coming back, dude. You made a face like you were kind of disgusted. You weren't impressed about that.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you want to hold off for another segment, we can. But we will definitely get into that when Thursday comes, because you need to explain yourself, sir.
What?
Okay. Next up, we got the Bengals against Steel City, baby. Guys, Joe Burrow and the Bengals are it, dude. Okay, now I see a lot of Steelers fans. Oh, you need to bench that old man. You need to bench Big Ben. He's not it anymore. His time is done. If you bench Big Ben, you guys are benching your season. Okay, that's what you guys are doing. Yes, he had 2 or 3 interceptions, but he also had 8 sacks. And guys, for you football fans out there, your certain football fans, you guys know which ones I'm talking about. Sacks not always on the quarterback. Okay. Sometimes they do hold the ball a little bit longer, but really dissect your plays and look at how your whole team is playing. Okay. You can't put all the pressure on Big Ben. It's a different story over there in Chicago. Okay. And I'll explain when we get to that game. But Big Ben, he's he's a veteran. He knows how to win and he knows how to play these games. He's doing all he can out there.
And you know what, AJ? I don't blame him for getting sacked that many times, just because, one, his line isn't the greatest line, but it's not the worst line. So maybe some are his fault, but some are also his line's fault. The other thing is Deontay Johnson got hurt. That's his best receiver, and he got hurt. And Juju
Yeah.
got hurt as well. So he only really had Claypool and whoever was backing him up. So I mean, Claypool did well. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he had 18 points on fantasy. I believe he had 6 receptions for I don't know how many yards. But still, like when you lose 2 of your best receivers and your third receiver is now your best guy, and you're relying on backups and a rookie running back who's very good, but he can't carry the whole load by himself yet. They just couldn't get it done against the Bengals. The Bengals were firing on all cylinders, defensively, offensively. You just, with injuries, sometimes you're not able to win tough games like that.
Yes, that was definitely a tough game.
So I have to agree with you, AJ. I think Big Ben's his age is finally getting to him. But you're 100% right. You're really gonna bench him, and you're gonna put in Haskins and some other dude. Like, come on.
Joseph, I was really hoping you would be on this podcast today, man. I was really hoping. Joseph Langodi says, I'm willing to trade Claypool for a running back. Now, remember, hold on, give me once. Remember, so when Claypool is out there on the field, he's not going to be, I lost my train of thought here. You could trade Claypool for a running back. He's not going to be elite, and he will not be elite because sooner or later, you're going to have players come back, such as Juju. Okay. If you want to trade Claypool, you could trade him for someone maybe like Singletary or Latavius Murray, one of those fill-in spots. You're not going to get too much. Now, we'll say this. He is a good tack-on or an add-on, if you want to say, if you're trying to do a big trade, because Claypool does have a lot of potential to, like I said, potentially be that big name wide receiver for the Steelers.
I'll add on that, AJ. I don't think he's got the potential to be like amazing. The guy who I'll try to compare him to that's had a breakout season right now is Mike Williams. I don't see Claypool on that level, but I could see Claypool being a 15-point guy every week, especially with these injuries. So he's going to be getting a lot more attention. But yeah, I agree with you that he can be great, but he's not going to be spectacular. He's still got a lot to learn. He's a little rigid in his steps and his routes, but he's definitely a deep threat. So, Joseph, hit me up, boy. Tell me what you want. We'll see what we can do.
That's the side talk right there. Juan says Rodgers built different. Yes, he is. He's a freak of nature. Probably the best quarterback in the league, or at least top 2 for sure. Yeah, like I said, top 2, man.
Not 2.
Camden Bush says Panthers clapping them Cowboys and Eagles. Peace out. Hey, thank you so much for joining the podcast, even though it's just for a little bit. We will see. We will definitely have our eyes on the Panthers next week against the Cowboys. And it's going to be one heck of a game tonight against Dak Prescott and Zeke against that Eagles defense. It's going to be truly entertaining. Yeah. Cannot wait. But next up, we got Jets and Broncos. Like I said, you guys, the Broncos are the real deal here. I know they're the Jets. They got a strong defense, and they also have one receiver who I'm not going to announce. And Vince, hold your tongue. We will not talk about this receiver because we are not talking fantasy today unless we are asked about it. Okay, so we're going to save that for Thursday. This can save us some content because right now we released a lot of content for fantasy already. But yeah, if you guys are interested in our fantasy, we do talk about that on Thursdays. Next up, we got the Bucks and Rams. That caught me by surprise. I gave some money there. The Rams beat out the Bucks. Now the Rams, are they the real deal?
Yes, they are.
That defense is good. They got to Tom Brady. They got behind the line, and they're able to pressure Brady into throwing wacky throws when he's under pressure. That's what the Patriots need to do next week. But that was a really good game. The Rams looked like they were firing all cylinders, and their deep threat was on point.
Deshaun Jackson, baby. Wow.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Jackson's back.
Man, you guys didn't believe in Stafford when he got signed by the Rams, but
no.
Yes, you did. You guys, no. You can go back to the podcast. You guys didn't think he was that guy.
Oh, absolutely. You're right, Reed. I didn't think he was. You're 100% right.
Yeah. He hadn't produced for any other team after he left the Eagles.
I will admit, I said that, and he's taking this Rams to a different team.
I try to tell you guys.
I knew it. I know what Stafford is. I know what he is. I know what he can do, and he's the complete team right there. And I'm not getting into it right now.
Okay.
Joseph says that Stafford will kill it with the Rams. Oh, Joseph, just like how you knew Elijah Mitchell will kill it in your fantasy league. Sorry, guys, I'm getting my personal issues here. Next up, since we're talking about personal issues, we got the Packers and 49ers. Packers win it 30 to 49ers 28. You know what? The 49ers, I was listening to John Chapman last night. Reed and I were actually listening to him together, and man, that guy spits the truth if you never heard him before. But the 49ers had no business in that game. They're losing 17-0. No business whatsoever. Jimmy G was playing horribly. I think his passing rating, or his quarterback rating was like 54, which is one of our lowest in our team. Horrible. Just horrible. Packers almost choked. They did not almost choke. It's just that the Niners came back with some heart.
Yeah, we almost lost to a very good team. That's what happened. Figured it out after the second half.
Yeah, it's just that, I mean, you can't play up against Aaron Rodgers like that. I mean, every little gap, he will expose it. And right now we are hurting in corners. We were hurting in running backs. We had 0 running backs yesterday. We had our fullback playing as our running back. So, yeah, can't be disappointed. Very happy that we saw that we still had heart to come back. But always faithful to the Niners. Chargers, Chiefs.
I want to throw a quick shout out to Devontae Adams, who came back after that terrible hit. So after the game, he said it wasn't anything with his head. It was just his breathing, his lungs. And they asked him how he was able to come back. He's just like, I'm built different.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Shout out, Reed. Okay. Chargers, Chiefs. I'm pretty sure no one except for Chargers fans saw that coming. I definitely was rooting for the Chargers. But dang, you know what some analysts are saying? They're saying that Patrick Mahomes is the problem. Are you kidding me? Patrick Mahomes is the problem? No, no, they lost their team chemistry. They have a stacked team. They can't click, especially on defense. Their defense is not all that great. Yeah,
Horrific.
if you were to ask me, I would say they're not that pro or not so pro. But geez, congratulations to the Chargers, man. Hey, good job there. I'm glad y'all's coach is all right. Um, Chargers, I think they are the real deal, and we're gonna continue to see them. And someone insulted me today because I have Mike Williams on my fantasy league, and they said, "Yeah, who knew Mike Williams would score 33 points?" I did.
Me.
If you listen to our podcast, you would know too. Okay, so make sure y'all listen to our fantasy advice because as of now, we're pretty damn accurate. Um,
Yeah.
That was a
What's all
really
these
good.
other fantasy jokes? Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to get into that because I could get in a lot of trouble saying what I want to say. Um,
That was an
finally, Bears against the Browns.
awesome.
That Browns defense looks killer out there, man.
Mhm.
Freaking the Bears did break a record though. They did break a record. Justin
Or
Fields,
good.
he got sacked 9 times. That's like the most ever.
I think it's on ESPN. It's the second most by a person's first start at QB.
That's rough.
That's
You
insane.
Bears fans wanted it. You got it. You got Justin Fields out there, and he played horrible. I mean, horrible.
Mhm.
Oh, it's our offense. You want to blame everything else. He was 6 for 20. His completion rating was 30% for a total of 68 yards.
Oof.
Dude, that is bad. You know how I said Jimmy G played bad? His quarterback rating, Jimmy G was quarterback rating was 43 or 46, something like that. You want to know what Justin Fields was?
21.
Someone give me a guess. Someone give me a guess.
26.
You got 26?
Yeah.
13.
13, Reed?
10.
10. Reed, you're the closest. His quarterback rating was 6.
Oh my
What do I win?
gosh.
Huh?
What do I win?
Nothing, Reed.
I cooked out for you yesterday, man. What you talking about, man? Get out of here. We'll have another barbecue soon. Don't worry. But yeah, guys. But one question I have for head coach Nagy is when is it time? Your quarterback, your rookie quarterback, the future of that organization is getting killed out there, literally getting killed. There's 9 sacks, but he got hit so many times. You're putting him at risk, which he's injured now. You're putting him at risk. You, as a head coach, you bring him out. You put Nick Foles in. He has starting experience. He's led teams. I mean, what do you have to lose? The only thing you get to see is how he performs under pressure, under the lights. Is he ready? Oh, come on, you cannot get hurt, but you're hurting your future by keeping Justin Fields out there and letting him get killed like that. And you can't say his experience because now I'm pretty damn sure he's going to get scarred for life every time he gets out there.
Do you think he's being pressured to put Fields in?
Oh yes, of
absolutely.
course, and he's going to deny it all he wants because it's much bigger than that. The NFL as a head coach, responsibility is much bigger. But yeah, deep down inside, everyone's human. He's getting pressured. I'm pretty sure the organization's pressuring him too. You drafted up to get this rookie quarterback, which fans are ecstatic about. Hated Andy Dalton ever since, but like now you're putting that at risk. And yes, he is at injury. It's not a major injury. It's an injury with his hand, non-throwing hand. So we don't know. The starting position is up in the air. That we saw was announced today. So
Yeah, man. I think the safe thing is to put in Foles, let Fields develop like their original plan was. Because right now, if Dalton wasn't hurt, Fields would not be playing. So that wasn't their first plan, and I still don't know why they didn't have Nick Foles in there. Maybe he's digressed more than we've noticed, but I still always think that tenure is always better than talent when it's a rookie quarterback, especially when the team has not been doing well these past few years.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Bears coach had terrible gameplay for the Fields. Yeah, they were not ready for that. Abednego says, "Stat that I hate you so much, dude." But guys, let's move on a little forward here because it's almost game time, and we still need to talk about the game tonight. Okay, we got the Colts and Titans. Over there, you got Carson Wentz playing in a wheelchair, still putting up some points, surprisingly, but Titans scored 25, Colts 16. So good job, Titans, tighten up. I still don't think that was a real test for y'all, but we'll see y'all next week. Falcons, Giants. Finally, the Falcons win a game. 17 against 14 Giants. Like, come on, man. Falcons, what do you do? Matty Ice? I mean, yeah, he's definitely cold. I don't ever think he's going to warm up ever again. Cal Pitts was scaring me fantasy wise. He came back to the end, got me, I think it was like 8 points. I'm okay with that. I killed everyone in my fantasy this week. Everyone. Hope you guys are watching. Next up, we got the Ravens, Lions. Ravens barely win it. 1917. We were talking about that earlier, that field goal. What heck of a field goal. I feel like the Lions, they're putting all their heart and soul into their games, but they're still coming out short. But you know what? I think talent-wise, they're way off. They are way off to the teams they're competing with, but you got to give them kudos, man. They're playing great for what they have. So I got to appreciate that. I feel like they're going to do very well once their team starts rolling with some talent. Reed, do you have anything to add since they're in your division?
Not much. I mean, the Lions are the Lions. I said earlier they have a chance to go 0-17 this year. But I still love MCDC, man. Hope for the best for him.
I know, man. It's probably choking on a lot of kneecaps right now. I know how to butcher that joke every single time, but I'm going to keep on butchering it because people just don't say those type of things, man. Dolphins, Raiders. Dolphins lose 28-31 to the Raiders. Let me hear it, Gabe. I want to hear it.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Is Derek Carr the real deal in his 8th season? Is he the guy?
Dude,
Yes.
He's the guy.
He's making a comeback.
I think he's the number 1 quarterback for the deep passing yards, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing, incredible, outstanding. Derek Carr, I've always been a fan, dude.
You have?
He's a Texas boy.
Vince knows. Yeah, Vince knows.
Adrian talks about him all the time.
I do. I was super excited when he first came in the league too, and then he just like slumped down. But I hear Derek Carr fight anyone, so I want a big money fight. Derek Carr, I'm challenging you. I will fight you, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh man. Hey, I get beat, but all it takes is $1 million. That's all I need. That's all I need. I just want one,
baby.
Last game we're gonna talk about. I did not do this on purpose, Vince. Seahawks and Vikings. Vikings win it 30-17. That I was totally surprised. I was even talking
who saw that coming?
You saw it coming?
I said, who saw that coming? I didn't.
I was telling Vince, I was like, yeah, I don't care about watching Seahawks. I know they're gonna blow out the Vikings. It's whatever. That? Oh damn, dude!
I told you about this earlier, AJ. We were doing some last-minute fantasy pickups and stuff, and I told you about this guy. I forgot his first name, but Madison. He's the second string running back for the Vikings. Dalvin Cook did not play, but he hasn't played against us in over 3 years. But Madison has. Madison last year put 120 yards on us. And I didn't even want to look at his stats this time, but I know he got 31 freaking points in fantasy. And that's all I'll say because there's nothing else to say. But we just got.
We're not talking about fantasy either.
We just got torched. Our defense couldn't hold up after the second half. We're up 17-10 or 17-13 at halftime. And we just got torched, man. Like after that, we couldn't get the ball rolling. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. They locked us up. And we just couldn't get any momentum, and they had it all. So just a tough game to lose. I hate to go 1-2 and be last in the NFC West because right now everybody is balling, and we're not. So it's a tough position, but we'll see what happens.
Niners are on the bubble too, man. We got y'all next week. That's going to be one heck of a game, 3 o'clock. I'm scared for it. I get out of work at 3. You best believe I'm leaving work at 2:30. So all right, guys, Monday Night Football. Here we go. We got the Cowboys against the Eagles. I think it's going to be a great game. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think the Cowboys are going to run all over the Eagles, but I underestimated the Eagles. I think they're a dang good team, and I think their defense is what to talk about. Not Hurts. Their defense is what to talk about. Hurts is going to do good, and everyone's talking about his legs, but he uses his legs as a 3rd or 4th option. Like that guy is a quarterback to heart. And I respect his game. He earned my respect. I know it probably doesn't mean anything to him, but that guy has my respect now. What do you? I want to hear something bold. What is going to happen tonight that is going to be just, out of the ordinary? Give me a bold prediction for tonight.
Ah, Mohammed.
Pause. Before we get into that, Muhammad Grabi says, who dat? That's because Gabe was talking all this smack, even added NSP Twitter saying that the Patriots are going to blow out the Saints or something. But Muhammad, he's 2-0 against the Packers and the Saints.
He's
Talking
2-0
smack
against NSP.
Okay, I would say NSP. I don't know.
Or us, or me and Reed, whatever.
Fantasy week 1. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so bold prediction. Okay, here is my bold prediction. Okay, I think. I don't know. I got one for the Cowboys. I think Micah Parsons is going to have 4 pressures, a sack, and 2 QB hits. I think he's going to have an amazing game, but it's just not going to be enough at the end. What do y'all think?
Absolutely. Like you said, the Eagles, you wanted a shocker. The Eagles have a great defense. Jalen Hurts uses his legs. You got to remember this guy was me and Mondo. I think we saw a video of this guy freaking deadlifting 500 pounds a few months ago. He's a good guy. He's really surprising everyone. But I don't care. I don't care about them Eagles. I hate the Eagles. And you already know I got the boys 100-0. Go Cowboys, baby.
100-0. Oh my gosh. Philly wins by a field goal. Remember, whoever wins this game, they're going to be first in their division. That's why you see the title up here. Right now, the Cowboys are the favorites. They're favored by 4 points. Reed, Vince, I need to hear y'all. What do y'all think?
Real quick, Gabe's really pandering to the fans right now. Gosh. And we're talking about bold predictions right now. Gabe, we weren't going to show our scores yet.
I know. I wasn't ready.
These guys just started throwing. He's so excited.
That's why I did it.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay, all right. My bold prediction, Hurts is going to throw for 400 yards.
I wish. I hope he does.
That's my bold prediction.
I need him to score 21 points.
I think you guys are still doing your scoreboard, so I'll go ahead and do my scoreboard. As much as I hate them, for the record, for Monday Night Football, I'm going to choose who I think will actually win the game. That's going to be the Cowgirls, 21-14.
That's like a starfish, Reed.
It's my best story I've ever drawn, man.
It's probably his best board. It is probably his best board, to be honest.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. What do you think, Vince?
Right, so, my bold prediction is that Philly's offense doesn't do amazing like Reed thinks they are, but I think that defense is going to do great, just like you were pointing out, AJ. Their defense is really good. They're going to get a lot of pressures, and I think Dak is going to throw a pick 6, and that's going to be one of the reasons why I have the Eagles winning 24-21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Eagles win 24-21.
You're risking your perfect record, man.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm 6-0 right now in my projections, but I think that Philly gets it done. The way I've seen them play and the way I see that defense plays, and the fact that the Cowboys' D-line is super depleted right now, I think that makes the difference, and I think I could never have projected that in the beginning of this when we were doing those records.
Okay.
All right,
AJ,
you guys.
Finish this up?
Right now, I'm 1-on-1 in my record predictions for Monday Night Football, and honestly, my heart, I'm going to be the biggest Philly fan tonight. I do need Ezekiel Elliott to score 50 points so I could win by 200 points in every fantasy league, just to prove a point that I'm not messing around this year. But yeah, guys, I do have a bet, and I know bets never go my way. So I'm hoping that I do some little reverse psychology here. And I got the Cowboys winning here. Cowboys winning 24-21. They're saying go team because I think they receive participation awards every game. I think that's how they do things. They go inside the locker room. They do group hugs and, congratulations for being who you are, and we accept you, whatever. But yeah, I got the Cowboys winning 24-21. It's going to be a close game, but I am rooting for the Eagles, but I just think the Cowboys should win, man. Juan says, yes, sir. He did just confirm that that's what the Cowboys do in the sideline than in the locker room.
That's a little weird.
Awesome, guys. So that's our bold predictions. Remember, guys, we are going to be not live, but we will have a video posted up Thursday before the Thursday night football game. And there we will be giving all of our fantasy advice and also our predictions for Thursday night. And then we're going to enter week 4. So I hope you guys are excited because we're excited. We're going to have a long night tonight, y'all. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see if they do anything. But until next time, y'all, keep on grinding. We'll see y'all. Go team.